folks. I went to pause the video and I ended it instead. But, alright, so the cat was catting again. He snuck up, like, I don't even know he's here unless he meows or he just rolls up on me and I feel him. I feel his, here he comes. Oh, he's leaving now. Don't go in the kitchen, Takao. No kitchen, no snack. You know how we do this. Discipline. Something about discipline. Oh, maybe someone is being disciplined. Discipline. Don't, like, I can disciplined. Whatever. Someone's being punished. Let's write that. Punished. Saturn energy could be significant. Saturn. Capricorn. This could deal with someone's job or public reputation. Cappy. That's right, Cappy. Excuse me just a moment. And I swear all the freaking interruptions are so annoying right now. Okay. Punishment, discipline. Saturn could be significant. The fire trucks are going by. Cappy could be significant. Punishment. Punishment for some type of punishment for some type of bad behavior, for cheating, rigging something could be significant. You hear the alarms, right? Here, Bazooka Joe. So Joe is the one that is, well, it's his comic is about him. But Joe is the one that is like the common denominator. So something about someone being the common denominator is significant. Common denom. We'll do that. So I can use these words. I don't know how to spell them all. My God. What else do we have? So we said the name Lee is significant. Anders, Joe, Joseph, Joey, DK, Donna Karen. That keeps coming up in the with the letters. DK, KD is significant. So the numbers. So we have the 7, which is like the 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, the 7. I'm thinking more along the lines of the 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. They came out in this pile earlier when I did my own reading. The 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. Someone rethinking their actions. Someone rethinking shit from the past. Maybe regretting some type of actions, or someone could be getting disciplined for something. The unlucky number 7, like someone broke a mirror and now has 7 years of bad luck, is significant. 55, 5 talks about conflict, change. The more 5s, to me, it brings about a change that needs to come, that is necessary, or something that may be forced. So with the 490 breaking down to 4, it talks about someone's stability, someone's divine protection, so divine guidance. 4 Pentacles. Someone could be trying to control something or hold on to something. Maybe hold on to, well, this person is trying to hold on to the ball. So someone is trying to hold on to the ball. Maybe something doesn't fit in someone's hand or it doesn't belong to them. Then we have 11. 11 talks about the manifestation. What is someone manifesting? Someone could be manifesting with 2 5s and the 2 1s. Someone could be manifesting their own prison. A prison built of his own choices. Oh, shit. 7, 11. You can't tell me that this Friday is significant. This Friday is very significant for someone. For reals. November 7th is significant. Maybe November 5th with the, the full moon. That's tomorrow. Oh, wait. And November 4th, today. So these days are significant. November 4th. And then maybe the 10th, November 10th, because of 5/5. So these days could be significant. Something could, well, today's election day. So something could be significant about election day. Tomorrow you find out the results of who won. By Friday, I don't know what that means. And then this will be Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Monday could be significant. Baby, you can be on chill tonight. Oh wait, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. I want to get cards on this. So I'm going to use the What's the Gossip deck, or What's Gossip, and then the Truth Oracle. And I guess these cards, since I picked them up and started shuffling them. So let's see. Let's get the Truth Oracle first. Why do we have blame here? Why do we have blame? I feel like there was something else I was supposed to say, and I just can't really remember. Energy might be really intense lately. It's just like you feel something coming, or it's like a change. You feel a change coming, transformation. Someone could be pregnant. Maybe someone is having a child on one of these days. The evolution of something. This evolution with the blame, I accept responsibility. This could be someone accepting responsibility for their actions. Confessions. BC, blame and change. Before Christ. Before Christ, the Bible was like an eye for an eye, and you know, that type of jazz. But then after Christ, it talked about having more compassion, coming from a Christ-like energy. What would Jesus do? My husband watches this guy on YouTube, and he does like the type of videos that my husband likes to watch. And I'll watch the videos with him, but I will admit that if I'm in the room with him, I'm hate watching this dude because he annoys my soul. And some of the stuff he says and does, I'm like, oh my God, dude. But I have to sometimes catch myself, like, stop being so, why are you like that? But yesterday in watching him, he was talking about what would you do? Bracelets that people used to wear back in the day. And he said that if you were wearing the bracelet and someone asked you what WWJD meant, then you were supposed to give them the bracelet. So something about what would Jesus do when someone maybe sacrificing or passing on some type of energy or knowledge or something. Someone could be feeling tormented or depressed by something that they have to confess to, or they have to accept responsibility for. Maybe like with the football cheating. Maybe someone cheated in a whole bunch of different areas in their life, and now they're getting caught for one. And we have A, B, and then the C, D, and then T with trouble. Troubled and torment. So the letter T is significant. The letter B is significant. Bondage and blame. Oh, and T, torment, trouble, transformation. Someone wants to evolve out of that energy. And with, believe it or not, when we shed tears, that's the energy of releasing. It's like someone is releasing the soot, the negativity the shadow off of themselves. The transformation. The transformation from a caterpillar to a butterfly is the energy of a being having to break itself down. So whoever this is or whatever's going on, someone is in the stage of breaking themselves down. Something to do with maybe they're being punished for their actions with this blame. Something could be significant about December with Capricorn and Saturn. 10th house energy. So this could deal with someone's public reputation or their career. Public rep, a PR rep could be significant. Someone could, maybe something with political is significant. With November 4th, public rep, career. 10th house talks about your public reputation. Someone could be getting forced out of office. And November 7th is a Friday. So Friday, 7 days. Sunday could also be significant. 7 days the Lord rested. I don't know. Maybe 77 is significant. You're gonna have a new life. You're gonna be a new person. Clown, performance, camouflage, laugh at, revenge. Another C. The letter C is very significant. Change, clown, and camouflage. Someone is changing. This here makes me think, okay, my train of thought. Change. Someone is transforming, but they are transforming from a negative energy that they no longer want to be around. So with the clown and camouflage, it makes me think of that because the clown resonates with like the fool energy. So it's like you have to play the fool to fool a fool who thinks they're fooling you. So someone accept the responsibility for something. They are evolving into something else, but they still have to camouflage themselves. I've been making plans for you. With talent, born with feature personality. TC, Tom or Charles, and CT. Connecticut could be significant. One more card, please, and thank you. Independent, yeah. It seems like someone, it almost, I hate to say it, it almost gives like a confidential informant or something. B, C, and then D with divine timing. This is the independent, the I energy. Someone freeing themselves from and protected. Like it makes me think that someone is working undercover in some type of industry. Maybe it has to do with politics. And this person is helping to bring someone to punishment. The common denominator. I don't know. And that's CD. A CD could be significant. A CD, DC, Washington could be significant. But it's like something has to go at the right time. So let's say for argument's sake that someone was involved with some type of, let's not say political because I don't want this whole thing to get that way. But let's say someone found out that their person was cheating. And how am I going to, I don't know how I'm going to make that work. It's like my brain doesn't want to do that. It wants to do what I said, what I was about to say. Someone be in the midst of something that they shouldn't have. Either they got involved and not thinking it was as bad as it was, or when they got involved, they didn't know that there was like shit in the background that they were getting involved in that was maybe illegal. Not maybe, but illegal. So this person either went with the flow because they didn't want to rock the boat. They were maybe afraid to speak out, Or maybe they just were going with the flow because they benefited from whatever was going on. Now someone decides to change and they're like, I don't want to be that person anymore. So whatever they're involved in, now they're involved in it with the police. They're working with the police, or they're working with the company, or they're working with the person in the relationship that is finding out their person is cheating. So they're working as like an inside spy. Independent. Oh, it could be an independent. It made me think of independent contractor. Oh, a CI, a confidential informant. So they're working as a confidential informant, and say, like, or the information that they need is at a specific, they have to get it on a specific day or a specific time. So on the, maybe they have to wait for something to happen. In terms of the, let's say if it's the election and one of the parties were cheating, then they will wait for the election to be over, almost like they need the person to do the crime so that they can charge them with that as well. Something like that. But yeah, let's get some of these cards. Maybe I should get these last. Let's see what these cards have to say. Look, change. Somebody wants to move from love, emotional renewal, empath, intuition, healing old wounds. Healing old wounds, transforming. Someone could have had a bad breakup. Someone could have lost a child. I'm sorry. Someone was suppressing their feelings or their emotions regarding a situation. A pregnancy or a new relationship is significant with newborn. So a child is very, very significant. Someone could very well be having a child. The Four of Coins. Someone could have did something, look, trying to control the situation. Oh, I said when I was thinking about controlling something, I was thinking about the Four of Coins. Trying to hold on to something. A wish and a prayer. Someone is trying to hold on to something with a wish and a prayer. So it's like someone was holding on to dear life in order. This change was hard. This change was very humbling. This change was painful. Very painful. This has something to do with some type of material gain, possibly with regard to a child or a pregnancy, a relationship. Someone is using their intuition, and because someone used their intuition, or they would feel, alarms are going off again. Someone was using their intuition and they realized, look, A, B, B, C. What the hell? Someone is realizing that money isn't everything. Something about an inheritance could be significant. Marigolds could be significant. Someone breaking a curse or breaking some type of bad luck. Thanksgiving could also be significant with the wishbone. Something could have transformed during, oh, I thought that was a butterfly. I think that's a bird. Something could have transformed during like an occasion where people get together. Someone is thinking something differently. The bird with messages. Someone received information, or they heard something that sparked their intuition. Maybe they heard something that made them realize that what they were involved in was not what it was presented as. Clown. Three of Baskets. You have to play the fool to fool the fool who thinks they're fooling you. And we have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is, you know, people you get together with and do things with. You're breaking bread, your family, all that good jazz, friends. It's team player, parties, reunions, time with friends. Someone is playing the fool around a bunch of people who are cheaters, addicts, people who overindulge in things. This is all, this is all water energy. People who are very, they act from emotion. They act from a place of hurt or a place of anger. This is a group of people who have the lack of friends. And not that they don't have a lack of people that they hang around, but they have a lack of friends, true friends. Somebody definitely is a cheater. Someone could have some ill health. Hold on just a minute. Okay. So sweetgrass could be significant. Someone needs to purify. It says purify or consecrate with the throat chakra. So someone needs to clear their throat. They need to speak. Or like a confidential informant will be getting information. Look, cheater and addict, CA. California could be significant. Atlantic City could be significant. AC. The cool. Someone likes it cool. The hockey player. Maybe someone doesn't have a lot of emotions, or someone is taking their emotions coolest. They're cooling off their emotions so that they could go into this without conflict. This is taking your emotions out of something so that you can get the job done. This has to do with friends. The Four of Cups and the Ace of Cups, it's like a missed opportunity. Someone was presented with something, dealing with three people, not realizing that what they were presented with was something that was going to change their life forever. Someone was manipulated. This says, who is the master? Who is the master now? The fool who's playing the fool, or the people who thinks they're fooling the fool? Who's the master of this game? Who's better at this game? Uses power for good. Now this person realizes that these individuals that they are dealing with are people they don't want to deal with. They now want to take they want to do what's right. The name Alonzo could be significant. Someone's name could be Prince. Oh, Prince. Purple Rain could be significant. Mother and father dynamic that was volatile could be significant. Motorcycle. Someone could possibly be bisexual. Someone was a very pretty man. Very beautiful. Very talented. Oh, Prince was very talented. He played many instruments and he sang. So someone being very talented is significant. Oh, look, and then the white shirt. She has on black, though. This is a protective energy. This makes me feel like someone, like they're wired and the police are listening from someplace else. So this person is protected. And they're going on the horse, the Trojan horse. Yes. Someone is the master of their domain. Someone could be a weed smoker. And something about food and drink. Someone could be eating the wrong things that are causing them inflammation. Or maybe smoking in someone's insides is significant. All right, one more. Think of you. Strength. I see. You're protected. Strength. Under the independent energy. And it's like shadow and dark. I mean, shadow and light. Shadow and dark. Something to do with a family. Right time, wrong time. And wait. So, with this strength card here, this someone who has gained the trust of a group of people. And in this card, this is a grandmother sitting with her grandchildren, and I think they're like cleaning vegetables or something like that, But so something about a grandchildren or a grandparent could be significant. In this particular card, these are the grandparents, these are the parents, and these are the children. It's what these grandparents pass down to these parents pass down to these children. No two people are the same with the Hermit card. No two people or no two jobs are alike. So this could speak to this, whoever this group of people that this person is a confidential informant for. These people have pulled scams on other people, or this is not something that this is something they're familiar with. But they didn't realize that this person here, the one who now wants to take responsibility, they didn't realize that that person had integrity or some type of character. C is for character. It reminds me of, I was watching The Ghetto Nun the other day, and she kept saying, S is for such and such. S is for such and such. C is for change. C is for clown. C is for camouflage. C is for cheater. And there are more less favorable words in the C energy. C is for crossroads. But again, so a family is involved, or maybe an inheritance, some type of family legacy, something that was passed down from generations. Maybe this is like the grandparents were scammers, the parents turned out to be scammers, and now the kid is like, I don't want to be a scammer. No two people are the same. So just because you have two children, one could be a criminal with the rest of the family, and the other one doesn't want to be in that energy. So they are, what is that? What do we see? Clearing karmas, breaking curses, breaking traumas. This says passing down gifts, family bonds, ancestors, inheritance, stability, and plenty. In the shadow, it talks about breaking generational curses, broken family, shameful legacies, money problems, and a corrupt family. With this here, these are lies exposed. The Two of Knives. The truth is coming out, and it has to do with someone who wanted to change the temperature with regard to this family energy, or this Ten of Pentacles could be a job, I guess. It gives me more family, though. Corruption. And there's information coming out about this. A rapid progress. Something, with the sun, once whatever it comes out, oh, look. The sun with all those little dots around, almost like this clock. Like time is ticking. And look, a commitment, an oath, a pledge. Someone taking a pledge to the police to make something happen or do something. But at the end of the day, this has to do with someone taking responsibility for the shit that they were involved in. A grandfather could very well be very significant, or paternal energy, because we have a grandfather here and there's also a grandfather here. Something about someone being delusional. We also have the devil with the moon with messages. There are messages about someone's, now the devil says obsession, someone being petty, someone trying to hurt someone else or hurt themselves. No, hurt someone else. Someone who's manipulative and someone who could be a frenemy. The name Reginald Patrick could be significant. This has to do with the death of a child. 29 days and 9 years could be significant. Miss Robinson, so the name Robinson could be significant. Miss Robinson was a root worker who was minding her business, doing her own thing. And then Miss Patrick came through and started minding her business and talking about her and telling all these things about her. And Miss Robinson, not that I agree with this, But she told Miss Patrick, like, yo, leave me alone. You are fucking with my livelihood. So you're fucking with the shit that I love. And if you don't stop, I'm gonna fuck with the shit that you love. So the shit that she loved was her son, Reginald Patrick. And he passed away at 9 years old. He got sick. So he passed away 29 days after he got sick. So that information could be significant to someone. A lot of earth energy. There's a lot of information. A lot of points of contact with regard to the sun. Let's get a few of these. Miss Pledge. No two jobs are the same. Like I said, someone thought that maybe they just, whoever these people are, this family, maybe they thought everyone was just as corrupt as them. Or just maybe someone got a conscience. What would Jesus do? And this is water and fire. Someone who's hurt or in pain, and someone who's angry. Those are the actions that these people, that's how they react. Especially when it has to do with money or their family. And doesn't this kind of look like, I know this is not a bear, but like a mama bear? This lion is actually like an extension of this woman's energy. So this is someone, this is basically like, don't fuck with me. Because you see this cute shit is cute. It can be very cute. But you could also get this shit right here, and that's not what you want. It's not what you want. Strong enough to be compassionate. Trust, inner strength, endurance, patience, influencer, brute force. Brute force actually is near the family energy. So I'm thinking that this family is someone who doesn't like to take no for an answer. And it's, oh my God, with change, transformation, and newborn. An ascension, spiritual growth, higher awareness, new levels of consciousness, elevating self. What would Jesus do? At the bottom, we have triggered, emotional reactions, unresolved wounds, facing past hurts. Why does this bother me? I think this is more so this family here with this emotional reactions. That's how these people, that's their mode of apparatus. Is that how it goes? And this person is moving past that. So this is someone who's becoming emotionally balanced, realizing that right is right, wrong is wrong. And this is someone who's loyal to the truth, not loyal to a corrupt family or a corrupt system, but loyal to the truth. Bag secured. Achieving goals, mission accomplished, financial stability, got it locked. I think this has more to do with this person here being able to, a secured bag with a CI. Someone was able to do what they were supposed to do. And look, we have crossroads at the bottom. Important choices, life-changing decisions, choosing wisely, your next step matters. C is for crossroads. We saw that earlier. Someone is not, they don't want to be at this crossroads. That's why these lies are being exposed. What? Lies exposed, time to move on, opposition. Someone is in self-doubt or had self-doubt and they were at a crossroads. Now someone is making a firm decision. Someone is seeing, someone could wear glasses or seeing with more than their earthly vision. Consequences of bad choices. A baby's breath, the flower could be significant. Someone is a root worker, which is significant. So someone made a decision. They chose themselves. They chose to take responsibility for the things that they participated in. Whether this was in duress with this brute force or it was a choice that they made. A choice that they could have made blindly. We're independent in strength. Me versus me. Self-competition, personal growth, becoming better than yesterday, my own competition. Again, this has more to do with this personal growth and becoming better than I was yesterday. This person is showing strength, being able to be compassionate in a situation where maybe they weren't in the past, because now they're in the what would Jesus do energy. This is someone confronting their own shadow and realizing that they need to ascend, they need to grow, they need to elevate to a higher version of themselves. Soul contracts at the bottom. Fated connections, karmic relationships, spiritual agreements destined to meet. I promise, if you just looked at this life as like a story, a movie, and a script, and everyone plays their part and they play their role. This person's role was to change. This person was supposed to become independent from this group and become the best version of themselves. That was in their soul contract. This relationship they have with this family or this group of people is a karmic contract that they were supposed to remove themselves from, because these people, like I said before, they're people who don't want to change. They want to continue to do the same shit. They want to pass it down from generation to generation to generation, speaking as if it's a gift of something. It's not. No two people and no two jobs are the same. Someone in this whole situation was like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. So let's get some of these, and then we'll get letters, and then we'll be out of here. I'm really not going to put those two videos together. So I hope that you watch the first portion. It's crazy that this 7-Eleven keeps coming up. I don't know what it is that is going on in life, but some big shit is happening. All right, what do we have here? I went back in. And went back in. Pose. It's like the groundhog. Groundhog Day could be significant. A Scorpio, more transformation. Intensity, depth, power. I empower. This is like I empower myself. Someone empowered their intuition. They empowered their love. They empowered, like they went and pushed the love button. This death. And we had death. No, we had the devil. Something about the death and the devil is significant. An ascension could also be the death of someone ascending to a different state of being. But Scorpio is significant with regard to this change, maybe this death. Oh, maybe someone's being blamed for a death. Maybe a Scorpio is. The world, something is definitely ending. Completion, fulfillment, success, end of a cycle or journey. Completion, C. C is completion, for completion. You can thank the ghetto nun for that. Entrepreneur, a business owner, someone who's following their own course, someone who's becoming independent. And an entrepreneur, your family's business is corruption, and you are deciding that you want to open your own business. I don't want to do corruption. I want to do compassion. C is for corruption. C is for compassion. Thank you, ghetto nun. A, B, and C are very significant. A, B, C, C, B. Breaking is here. Curses is here. Broken is here. Corruption is here. The devil. Wow. I just said that the devil and the death card. The devil card talks about death. Someone definitely is taking the blame or taking responsibility for some type of, oh my God, maybe some type of shadow energy involving a death. Bondage, addiction, feeling trapped by material desires, lowest aspects of self. Someone is taking responsibility for all the negative shit that they were doing. And a third party with these people here. 3 of baskets. Cheating, infidelity. Someone could have been cheating the system is the first thing that came to me. But this, whatever this cheating was, I don't think it necessarily, it could deal with infidelity with the 3 of baskets here. And I think cheater came out here a few times. Addict is here too. Someone is definitely addicted to someone. I was going to say something, but someone is addicted to someone or something. Some type of substance. Someone could be addicted to money. The love of money. What else do we have? 3, 3, 3. 3 people are significant. Growth, mind, body, soul, wisdom, inner guidance. Solar plexus. The solar plexus. March is significant. Wednesday is significant. This is someone becoming aligned with themselves. See what this is like someone who I'm telling you, they're like, fuck this. 3 C's or 3 B's or 3 A's could be significant. Wayward behavior next to the devil with 6 degrees of separation. So this is your cousins, friends, boyfriends. Like, there's 6 degrees of separation between the people involved in this. Someone doing something out of pride and ego is why they found themselves here. Maybe these people, this family with this God complex, this could give a God complex, a corrupt family. This would be like a family in a area where they want to rule the area. I watch a recap of this guy. Him and his wife lived in this house, and they lived in a small town, and the corrupt family in the small town wanted his house. And he was like, I'm not going to sell it to you. My wife is pregnant. We're going to live here. Those people came in. I don't know if they thought they were going to be home or not, but they ended up being home. They unalived his wife and their child, and thought they unalived him, but they didn't. So, was it that? Yeah, I think they thought they unalived him, but they didn't. Or was it that he went to jail? Something happened, but he got revenge on these people eventually. But that's what this gives me. This type of family that thinks that they're above everything and they can do whatever they want. Like, they feel like they can do no wrong. They feel like they can do no wrong. And divine purpose. This was meant to happen. The spiritual contract. North Node, earthly mission, Saturn, Capricorn, 10th house. We just talked about that. This deals with someone's career or their job, their public reputation. This is this person here who wants to change. They're going towards their north node. What would Jesus do? Going towards your north node, let's just say you don't know what going towards your north node is. What would Jesus do is going towards your north node. Being in your Christ-like energy. What would Jesus do? Every time you talk about, someone says something about your north node, say that to yourself. What would Jesus do? Any decision that you make, that would be so easy. Any decision that you make, what would Jesus do? You're presented with an opportunity to steal from someone, to rob them, to lie to them, to maybe take them out, set them up, do some vicious stuff, maybe make them feel like shit, or curse them out, whatever it is. What would Jesus do? That's just simple. It's simple. Maybe that'll convict your spirit in the moment. Make you stop and think about what it is you're doing. With evil eye and dark magic at the bottom. Before you give somebody the evil eye, before you want to participate in something dark, what would Jesus do? Because I promise you, it's not this. I promise you that. So, someone's soul contract could have been to be evil, to be dark, to live in their shadow. I very well believe that. Everyone serves a purpose. And if your life is this big movie and everybody has to play their part, then there are people that have to play the villain. So yes. So we're going to get some of these. And infidelity and cheating, that's to the devil. Someone could have been doing something too because of an addiction. Oh, that's so crazy. Like these three cards together is indicative of something really nasty. Like really, with the blame and taking responsibility. Someone's soul was so convicted by the shit that went on. It would be, I guess, the feeling that I'm getting in terms of the severity will be someone who was involved in like the trafficking of individuals. And maybe they thought that they had a tougher skin, and as long as they were getting paid, they didn't give a fuck what happened to other people. But they started asking themselves, what would Jesus do? They started feeling other people's emotions with this intuition and this empath energy. They started realizing that what if that was me in that situation? What would I want? Who would come and help me? So someone is tired of being in this negative, dark energy. Wayward says unusual, perverse behavior. That's like bestiality. Difficult to protect, difficult to predict and control. So these people just out here doing whatever they want, whatever they want. The number 6 is significant. Why? 6 people are asking why. Maybe there's 6 people that people are like, why? Like, why would you do that? 6 years could be significant. 6 yeses could be significant. And Aries is significant. Look with the yes. Y-E. Oh, Y-E. The year of, what is Aries? The ram? Yeah. The year. Is there a ram in the Chinese zodiac? If there is, the year of the ram could be significant. The letter C. 6C. The name Cynthia or Cindy could be significant. Love. Legacy, inheritance, abundance, values, family. Something about someone's family. Cynthia's family. Maybe someone with the C and the Y in their names, family. Someone's family. There's something about an Aries in this family. Something is over. The end has come for our family. And inheritance. This is the 3rd time we've seen this. Family inheritance. Family inheritance. Something about someone's money is significant. Easy. See, easy. Someone could have HIV or AIDS. Easy E. Someone could be from California. I don't know if he's from Oakland, but I heard Oakland. Success, vitality, joy, justice, happiness. Someone is getting justice with regard to a family or an inheritance. It involves an Aries. Y-E. What is Y-E? Yay? Kanye. A Kanye could be significant. Or someone who speaks a lot of things that people would say that he's crazy. Some of the things he says, though, make sense. What else do we have? The letter A could be significant. Awaken intuition. So someone with the, someone with the letter C might have had an awakened intuition. With the number 6, 6 could talk about the past. 6 of Cups, family. Someone's past with their family could be significant. 6C could be an apartment number, but 6 could be also the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords, moving away from liars and cheaters. The 6 of Wands is someone having success after a challenge or a conflict. The 6 of Pentacles, sharing. What someone shared with their family. Difficulties and challenges. Last quarter moon, someone is releasing and letting go. So there could be some type of release to a family or an inheritance. Someone could be coming up with a Z here, coming up with some type of justice that provides them with information about an inheritance with these contracts here and the divine timing. It seems like something is happening right when it was supposed to. And whatever contract this is that has to do with a family, possibly money or property. Maybe someone was trying to evil eye it, trying to keep it from coming through to someone. Health matters. Making someone sick. Food and drink. Making someone sick. The letter F is significant. Someone is releasing or clearing energy with regard to the letter F. Someone has questions. Questions about these three of baskets energy. Questions about someone's strength. Maybe someone is questioning how someone was able to overcome something. Or these questions could have something to do with this Capricorn or Saturn energy, 10th house, dealing with someone's North Node mission or about someone's public reputation, or some type of discipline. With justice here, and we have Capricorn with Saturn, which talks about discipline. Someone is getting disciplined in the justice system. Questions. Oh shit, Saturn. Sixth planet from the sun. So we talked about, oh shit, and this is number 6 with the blame. What does that mean? 66 could be significant. But we had the sun, and Saturn is the 6th planet from the sun. It's restriction, pessimism, structure, discipline, responsibility, and a Saturday is significant. The 6th, I guess, could also be significant, which is Thursday. The Roman god of agriculture, harvest. Someone is with the number 11. Someone is getting what they manifested. They're harvesting. Their harvest may not be, what is the word I want to use? Plentiful. Saturn is the 2nd largest planet. The 2nd largest. Someone could be tall. God of time. Divine timing. Dissolution of abundance, wealth, and liberation. Someone's wealth is being, it's like it's being released. That's all I got, is released. But this 6-6 with the Saturn and the sun, and that's a cold energy, being that it's 6 planets away from the sun. I don't know. The number 3, again, is significant. 3 people. Someone could have 3 children. Something about 3 bad breakups could be significant. Someone could have had 3 terminations of a pregnancy. So the number 3 people could be getting disciplined or restricted from something. 3 people could be getting released or let go of some place, maybe a job, with 0 tolerance. Someone could be an OnlyFans model or OnlyFans content creator. Foe, F-O-E. Someone is definitely not someone's friend. Someone is releasing a foe or restricting a foe. A foe is just someone who doesn't mean you any good. And look, F-O-E. Well, this is 0. But like, it's like this person is a foe in real life and the character they play on the TV. Let's get a few more. Solar plexus started out with this, with the blame. 528 could be significant or any variation of that number. Promotes healing and transformation, fostering love and compassion. Associated with DNA repair. What would Jesus do? If someone is questioning themselves, is me versus me. I have to be happy with me. Questions. There are a lot of questions. Questions in terms of maybe the justice system, or questions in terms of someone's happiness or how they're able to be happy or find joy. Year ending harvest. The end of the year is here. We're in November. So something about before the year is over, something is ending. Something about someone harvesting their abundance and learning. Someone could be learning the truth in divine timing. What else do we have? My stomach is starting to growl, so we all know what that means. Oh, pleasure, joy, feasting. We all know what that means. I just saw 555. 5555. Joy, feasting, celebrations, festivity, and success. Someone is feeling shame for their participation into something. Patricia. The letter C, very significant. Didn't it C come out earlier somewhere? Or am I seeing? Oh yeah, right here. C, co. C-O-E is significant. Maybe a co-owner or a co-founder, co-accomplice, co-something. Someone could be Coy, C-O-Y. Maybe someone's name is Coy, K-O-I. Someone's name could be like Zoe, or someone, maybe people call someone Cece or C. Okay. Movement, loyalty, animal, friendship. Something about a spirit animal or an animal that someone has is very significant. The letter G is significant with go. Fog. Someone is no longer in a fog. Or London fog. Something about the wintertime and coats are significant. London fog is like an older brand. Then London could be significant. And London, where was this place? It was like in the Midwest. London somewhere in the Midwest is significant. Or London, Paris is significant. Another 3. So we have 33 and 7. 373. 733, 33. I mean, 337. Oh. Maybe 2033 is significant, or 2037. Someone could have been born in 73. Maybe March 73 is significant. Que te no fi. July or Sunday is significant. July 7th, July 3rd. A heart chakra. What would Jesus do? Something happened in July that made someone start following their own intuition, trying to find their own joy or success, where they put themselves first with number 1. Number 13 could be significant. 31, 71, 17. July 3rd. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. July 31st. July 1st, July 3rd, July 31st. 2 3s. March could be significant. March 7th. Oh, that's my dad's birthday. March 3rd, March 1st, March 13th, March 17th, July 17th is significant. I get the no feel that South Node, karmic past, lessons learned, unresolved patterns, natural talents, comfort zone, letting go. This is where someone is moving away from. The South Node helps us understand where we've come from, what we've already learned, and patterns we need to release in order to evolve and reach our full potential. So again, someone's moving from their south node to their north node. The letter K is significant. K3, 3K, K7. This could be kindergarten classes. Kindergarten, like the 3rd class or 7th class is 1st class. Maybe there are 10. How many kindergarten classes? Kindergarten classes. I don't know, but that's significant. Guardians, defense, instinct, courage, awakenings. With guardians, with kindergarten, someone could be very, with south node, that is not good. Someone out here, if they work with children and young children, they take out their own karmic energy from their past on the kids. Maybe not in like such a negative way, because one aspect I got is where they take their anger out on kids, and kids can't express what's going on with them and what people are doing with them in like, well, no, I'm thinking of small children, like daycare center children. But in this K3, it could very well be that someone is just very, like something happened to them when they were younger. They were like abused in some way. So whenever, like, say a man is around the small children, someone is very like focused and making sure that nothing is taking place, or like they're just hyper focused on making sure nothing takes place with this child, or that they aren't hurt. With the loyalty, friendship, assistance, someone wishing that someone would be, you being the person that you wished you had when you were younger. Yes, significant. Another Y. Someone with this, a lot of questions with regard to someone's past. Suspension, delay, block, stillness, waiting, pausing. Questions regarding maybe someone's license got suspended, or there's some type of delays or blocks with some type of movement. Kentucky could be significant. Oh, Kentucky is here twice. Someone's name could be Kyle or Kaya. Kayla. So something about delays or blocks. Why was there delays or blocks? Maybe this has to do with July or Aries, all blue colors. And the last one is influences energy fields. Someone has questions about how someone was able to influence someone to be blocked or stopped or delayed. This could be someone asking themselves, why did I allow this to delay me or block me? With guardians, people who are supposed to love and support and provide me with a healthy, well, not supposed to, they should. But, you know, these things happen. Oh, low battery. I don't even know if you could see what was going on. I didn't realize that that was up there. All right, I got 10% on this battery, so I'm going to have to go. But, yeah, that's all I got. Dang it. Yeah, that's all I got. I hope that this was informative. I promise, when Friday comes, or better yet, Saturday, unless shit happens on Friday that you want to talk about, but if anything happens on Friday that is like explosive, I need you to come back and write something, because I'm definitely going to be doing a video if some shit pop off for me. But, and this could be, no, it's the way it's so big, it just seems like people would know. Like, it would be talked about. It could be something that happens behind the scenes that is huge, but something about Friday is significant. Friday the 13th, I'm going to play Jason, but it's not the 13th. The next Friday after that would be the 14th. All right, I got to go. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I'm going to eat. I hope you guys, have an awesome day. Love you. Bye.